Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. In the last episode, we defeated Minotaur Joe in the Coliseum, got the Sunstone. We got the Sun Giant working. We made it through to the Dark Haven Castle, where the Dark Genie is. Found out that the Dark Genie we were facing wasn't even the real Dark Genie. It was just like a doppelganger. The real Genie destroyed the Sun Giant, and we were saved by Dran, and now we're at the entrance of the castle. Let's go in and find out. And we also met Saba, who apparently is the owner of this castle, which was kind of lifted up from, and he's lived for over 400 years. So hopefully we'll find out more about Saba. So here we are. Like I said, this one's going to work a little bit differently, but we'll get it going. And there's Saba right there. Hello, Saba. What do you... Alright, here we go. I knew you'd come. I knew you could make it. He was born here in this castle long, long ago. Talk about the genie? This is where the 400-year nightmare began. And the monster was created by me. Oh. Twas 400 years ago, the Terra of the East and the West were still at war. Okay? I was the king of the East. I fought the West to defend the people. Okay? The scope of the war grew, and at last a pivotal battle began to decide the destiny of the kingdom began. Pressed by the wizard's army of the West, I had to make a decision. I could see our defeat on the horizon. Then a dark lord came to me with a deal. If the blood of a witch is mixed into a human body, a terrible power is born. If you use this power, your victory is assured, he said. He probably used me as an experiment to see the effect of the mixing of blood, to see what terrible power it could create. I had to make my decision to protect the people of my kingdom. My magic power grew, and 100 times over. It was a terrifying force. I used that force and destroyed the army of the West. But I had a price to pay in the dark blood that ran through my veins. And not long after that, there was an incident, a tragic one. My heart, filled with grief, began to change. Something was born inside me. It grew great and frightening, then finally emerged. Its power was absolute. No one could stop it. Its blind fury burnt even the countries in the East. This is how the genie was born. I searched feverishly for ways to erase my error, the Dark Genie. It was even then I discovered the stone called Atmalia from an ancient book. It is a precious gem created by the earth only once an eon. I learned through the premonition that Atmalia would appear in 400 years, this era. I used a forbidden spell to travel 400 years to this time. To obtain Atmalia, that legendary gem. Believed that Atmalia could steal off the power of the Dark Genie. Okay, Atmalia is a link to a different dimension. And it's the shining stone in your arm, Towan. The Moon people were able to steal the young genie, and the Iron Genie gained power and was able to influence the world. You know very well what happened. However now, even with the power of the Atmalia, we may not be able to stop him. He is a force of pure evil, but his aim is not to destroy the world. His intent is to send his will through time to every age, to take over history by sending parts of his essence to each age. He is a terrifying being. So basically, he's kind of like Ultimisia from Final Fantasy VIII. I created a true monster. Towan, Dark Genie is the embodiment of pure negative energy. He doesn't live, so you can't kill him, but you can change the history of his birth and erase his being. For that, I have no time. The dark blood running through me is taking over. If he controls my mind, I'll no longer be me. I will hear you, freaking genie. Shut up. It's too late. It's no use. Stop resisting. Give yourself to me fully. Your power, your body, mind, and power. to and cross the galley of time and enter his age. And with the power of Atmilia, I can't give up this body yet. Oh, wow. I don't know who you are, so I'm not answering. If it's important enough to leave a message. Gallery of Time. Now I take this step from a long journey. Open the door and guide my spirit. So basically what we have to do is we have to find pieces of Setta's memory in each time. And the forbidden spell. That kid won't be able to cross the Gallery of Time. Pity has to die in vain. Ha 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 ha! Walk Toan into the cursed past. Erase his existence. And basically pieces memories back together and all kind of stuff to get back to 400 years in the past when you face the Dark Genie proper. I trust you know what to do there. Follow the fragments of memory I left in the Gallery of Time. They will show you what you need to do. Now, go! Like if it's important enough, they'll leave me a message, a voicemail. Alright, so this is where our goal is. Gallery of Time. Start piecing this follow the fragments of his memory and go further back in time each floor. This is 5 years ago. To where it was 5 years ago. The incident which caused all of this. And start going back in time to finish off the Dark Genie once and for all. So right now we're going to get Ugaga up. So this is we're going back 5 years ago. Okay. Alright, first things first, heal him. Get rid of the curse. And let's move on. Let's get our first fragment of memory. Which is... Father. Alright. And there is going to be a shop. You'll see when we get to that point. Alright. Bed. Let's go this way. There's nothing over here but an Atmilia, so. Crowning Day. Doesn't really look like there's anything this way. Yeah, I said it. Oh, we can't do anything with that anyway. We don't have a keyhole. Alright. So we gotta find a key to get through that. Alright, Ugaga. Ooh, a level up powder. And a prickly. Ungaga's. Alright, so there's clock hands, so that's what we gotta do to move on to the next floor. Go ahead and just do this. Go boop and boop and boop and boop and boop. Alright, these curses and stuff like that are starting to get a little annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and get this crown. Now we gotta go all the way back down to the entrance and take the other exit real quick. Oh, there's a chest over here that is. Oh, there's the pitch dark key. I want to know why we need to use it because there's nothing over there. There's no Atla, there's no enemies, no nothing. God. Alright. Stop. And this is probably going to be the map. We're not even going to go hit that. It's not even worth it because there's nothing over there. Yeah, that's basically what we gotta do. Just follow the memories, piece them together. And then once we do that, we can move on to next floor. Yeah, I see. It must not have been important because they didn't leave me a voicemail. So you can leave the dungeon temporarily, and there's actually a shop. You talk to the Fairy King. See? Don't let Seta's death be in vain. There's another Seta awaiting your arrival. That Seta is the one who created Genie. We can save the world if we stop the Genie's creation. Not many can cross the gallery of time, but you can. I believe in you. Just in case. So that. You can check it out and you can buy gems from them. And you can buy attachments if you need to. so now we go to Crowning Day. You go to Diorama Parts, you just put it in. I didn't want to do that. How do we edit? I don't know. I don't know. How do we edit? We'll just head down to the next floor and I'll figure it out from there. It's fine. We'll just figure it out from there. This is 18 years ago now. Alright, so Ungaga, I need you to finish leveling up. There we go. Alright, so we need Attack Endurance MP. We still need all the elements except for fire. And we need Rock, Plant, Mimic, and Mage. There we go. We're going to switch over here and just do this real quick. Level up powder. Use them as little as possible. We still need all the elements. I'll worry about him later, so let's just switch over to towing. Let's go. We'll go that way later. Let's go this way. Really? Alright. Alright, Chow, I need you real quick. Yeah. Alright, there's the exit. It's really not too bad. I don't know what we need for the, Boom. Really? Alright. Alright, so these things are actually a little dangerous. I'll give them credit for that. It's fine. Alright, there we go. Another pitch black key. I'm surprised I haven't found a single Atla yet. Okay, we're over there, but let's go this way first. Move. The enemies aren't too bad. They're going to get tougher, trust me. Get a potato cake. Speed +1. Alright. We're getting there. Let's see. Definitely don't lose the Sun Sword. Alright, that should be the last room. Always come prepared with Dran feathers. Night of the ceremony. And that actually takes care of all the enemies. So this last Atla, just like that, and let's move on. Another potato cake. And our final Atla for this floor is Castle. When we get out of this floor, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to figure out how to edit at the Dark Heaven Castle. That way we can start editing the diorama together and figure out what we got to do. I want to be able to, you know, edit. Oh no, I didn't want to go to the next floor. That's fine. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to go to the next floor. Damn it. I just lost a lot of money. Alright, we're going to end it here. When we come back, I'm going to figure out how to edit the diorama parts and all kind of stuff in edit mode. See where we need to go for that, and then we'll move on and continue through the Galley of Time to see about restore and set his things and get further in so we can beat the Dark Genie once and for all. So have a good day. I'll see y'all next time on Let's Play Dark Cloud. This is DKS3 the Crazy Gamer, signing out.